Welcome to the Snobs podcast.
Welcome to the Snobs podcast, everybody. It's Tuesday night. We are live again with our Thanksgiving extravaganza, and we are rocking out. We are happy to be live again with you guys. We love it. But we have a very special guest, and I want you to introduce this gentleman here. His name is Sir Sturdy, the Knight of the Square Table, and we got him here today. And we want to say, hey, man, how you doing?
I'm doing great. How about you? How you guys doing?
Yeah, we're doing good.
Amazing.
I'm feeling good. And all I'm gonna say is like all the elements, and you guys know what I'm talking about. They just like all connected, like literally, like right now. So I'm wonderful, and I'm happy to be here. Thank you for having me here.
Yeah, man, I love it. I love it.
I'm excited. It's been a while.
Can I tell you guys?
What are you about to tell us?
I had a weird dream last night.
Same.
My weird dream.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but no, that's not fair. I don't come on the show every week and say I had a weird dream. You do. So you can't just steal my thunder. As
I did. I said I want to hear yours.
With your weekly rehash of your psychotic dreams. Anyway, I'm going first.
You're the only one going.
If that's not a segment, that needs to be a segment. Paul's weekly rehash of his. What did you say? It was insane dreams.
Psychotic dreams.
Psychotic dreams. Let's give him like a little 5-10 minute segment. Like boom, it's that time, people.
I'm not saying you're causing the psychoticness, but it's your dreams.
It's there. It's my subconscious. It knows.
You might just be floating through the psychoticness, like Willy Wonka's ride. You know, that whole thing is a trip down psychotic lane.
I feel like I'm more like Hannibal Lecter from Silence of the Lambs. Like I'm just blending until someone catches me. You would
be Mr. Reed from Heretic.
Dang. Oh, I like that. I'll take that. That means I'm really smart. I like that.
You are smart.
But I like that. Not that smart though. He had props and facts. That shit was
props and facts.
Right. He did bring it. That is such a great discussion on religion. Check that movie out, people. And check out our review of it because we talked about it a couple weeks ago. I am so excited about tonight. But my dream. I didn't tell you my dream.
Yeah, right.
See, this is what you get. You start putting yours out. So I'm laying in bed, right? And my back is hurting. So I had a pillow I usually put under my leg. And I put it under my back. And I think this is all part of the dream. I don't even remember actually doing this. So, and then my skeleton sinks out of my body into my bed and into this ocean, right? And it's just my skeleton. Then I get out. I walk along the beach, and then it's just me living as a skeleton, and the only work I can get is part of the army from Army of Darkness.
That's awesome.
And I had to remember to tell that dream on the podcast. So I used my Army of Darkness cup tonight to remind me of the dream so I can make sure to tell you. Now, was it interesting? I don't know. But I said it. It's out there.
It happened. Part of your journey.
Now, before we move on and talk about more rampaging stuff, you are in black and white, sir, and I would like you to explain to the people watching and listening why on our video you are in black and white this month.
Besides the fact of me being a huge fan of Michael Jackson, if you know the song, you get it. I'm also a huge fan of, black and white content, movies, and shows. So I dedicate November, starting this year, and I'm just going to have it go from here on out. I decided this. I told these guys actually before we went live that November is going to be a black and white month for me. Over on Horror with Sir Sturdy and reviewing and discussing just black and white horror films. And I've been having such a wonderful time with it. Such a wonderful freaking time with it. I mean, I've been doing TikToks for it, and I know I'm behind for you guys that have been watching. I will be catching up this week. I promise I'll be finishing out November. And I got some stuff. On there I got to watch. But again, The Devil Bat. If you've never seen it, I promise you will enjoy it. And I'm going to say The Vampire. Those are the two movies right now I'm telling you guys to go check out in black and white. I'm saying The Vampire because for those of you that really know me, I'm not a huge vampire movie. I found my favorite vampire movie. It's from 1958 or 59. Just the transformation, the way that this guy changed me. I don't want to spoil it for you guys. Oh yeah, so black and white fight.
You're off your mic.
I'm also reviewing the films in black and white. Like as you see right here, all of my stuff is in black and white, or I'm recording over on my Horror Source 30 side. So I figure I'll just throw a little bit over here. Why not?
Nope. I love it. Like it. There we go. So if you guys want some insights and some black and white horror, go check it out. We're also doing some very fun stuff over on Popcorn and Pints every Saturday night. We've been doing some like teen comedy stuff, and this week we're doing Bottoms. And what was the second one?
Dirty Grandpa,
which isn't really a teen comedy, but it is definitely that type of humor.
That kind of raunchiness, because we finished Harry Potter in October, so we're like, let's get a little raunchy, let's get a little fun, then we'll get back to the wheels and all that fun stuff soon.
Yeah, and we're getting there. So that's it.
That's all I got.
Sturdy just dries out on a conversation. He's like, I'm out.
You know how we need to take a sip, and you can't really say that because you have to take a sip. I was like, that's
That's why I wait until somebody else is talking.
God bless. We should go run through all the Twilight movies. We should do that marathon.
I'm never going to join that.
Every single Twilight movie.
I will quit popcorn and pints.
It's the season for that.
I can't do those.
Nothing that says Christmas more than Twilight.
There's 4 out of 5 doctors agree that the Twilight series causes depression in all people.
That's why I like watching it. Then I have an excuse why I'm depressed. It's a focus.
Don't be depressed. Just be happy.
It's all about balance.
I realize that's not the clinical way to handle that. I was just kidding people. It's like, no, not be happy, but like, let's help you cope, buddy, so you don't have to be depressed. It'd be great.
Twilight is my therapy. I'm going to make those shirts.
Oh, my God. That's the worst therapy to ever have. Oh, let's get into Thanksgiving because let me tell you, Thanksgiving's coming up. I like the holiday. I have a good time on it. I like the parade. I like chilling out, eating food, relaxing. But it's over the years, like it's sort of been called into question. Like Black Friday has been like nobody cares about Black Friday anymore. There's nothing really going on, and it's just crazy how it's sort of turning out. But Thanksgiving's been called into question too. Like, what are we celebrating? Like, what's the point? You know, like it's like, oh, it used to be this, now it's this, and like, should it exist? And I want to ask you guys, what do you think about like Black Friday going away? Remember the old days?
Mm-hmm. Oh,
you know, like I'm not. I can't go for it. I don't think I can go for that.
I don't do it.
No.
What he's getting at is Black Friday used to be a very dangerous time to go shopping, but you would get some dope sales. You just have to be ready. Best thing you could do, be prepared. Wear a helmet, wear some shoulder pads, wear some good shoes,
Viking helmets.
Have some linemen in front of you. You know, Mick when he had good knees, he's 6'8". James, you know, Paul, he'd be like the guy that's just grabbing stuff because he's smaller. We can just go grab stuff, boop, hide it.
That is incorrect, y'all. I was a guy in the parking lot with the lockout kit, and I'd wait for you guys at shopping centers to drop off stuff. And when you go to the next store, I just pop that open right in my trunk. We're good to go.
We'll see.
No problem. Good. Because I'm small.
We're trying to, well, see, I don't want.
That's a great deal.
In that lifestyle,
What?
Like he'd be behind the blockers, grabbing.
I choose to accept that as a joke. I'm saying that
It is a joke. I've never done that to a single person. I couldn't do that to someone. I'd rob the shit out of Wally Martinez or Tarjay, but I ain't robbing a person. I wouldn't do that to a person. Well, if I hated them, but I can't rob somebody. They worked for that money, bro.
Yeah.
I worked for all my ramen in my fucking pantry right now. I'd kill someone.
dude. Can you fucking like?
I mean, as far as it being a little different, I guess. I think the downside of Black Friday for me is because I do enjoy going out still. Maybe not to the late night stuff, but I just enjoy it. I did like going to the malls and stuff, but the malls and stuff aren't the same as what they used to be even, let's say even 3 to 5 years ago, to where it's more and more online shopping, which it's great. It's convenient, but I still do like, I enjoy going to the mall still to this day. Like, even though we'll go to the mall, sometimes we'll go to the movies and then just walk around the mall, or go to one store and then just walk because I just miss like doing that back in the day, which of course Black Friday was one of those times you'd be in the mall early as hell in the morning and just going getting some nice sales and just having a good time. Like, I think that's the big thing with Black Friday that's going to be, I don't want to say it's going to be this because it's still here, but it's just not the same. But it's like the people you go out there and shop with. It's not even about the gifts. It's just like that time, that moment. It's always a good fucking time. Sorry for swearing. There's always some stories and stuff. There's always like a fun, funny story and stuff. And it's important. I mean, again, if you yes, of course you're going to get gifts for your loved ones or whoever, but just that moment where you're going with people and having that moment, having that fun, having those conversations, having those jokes. Some people are never going to get that because their Black Friday shopping or their whatever shopping is 100% online. And I understand it. I get it because the convenience, but step outside, people. Step outside. Go into those brick and mortar stores because we're gonna miss them.
But I mean, at the same time, all right, here, the anarchist in me wants to say, like, nah, like if you're gonna go to a brick and mortar store, it's got to be a small business. I'm not gonna cheer.
That's fine too. That's fine too. Because there is a lot of small businesses that do Black Friday deals too. That's perfectly fine. Go to the small business if you want to. I'm just saying, as far as the moment, the fun, the atmosphere, all that other stuff, of course, do it safe and be smart about it. But just that feeling of like getting up and going shopping at midnight or whatever the case may be, whenever these people are going, even if they're going later in the day, it's still fun and cool. But just that rush you get going that late at night, like waiting. I remember like waiting in lines outside stores. Now I think about it and I'm just like, that doesn't even make any damn sense.
Right.
Like it's cold out, but you always think about it like that in a negative way. One, when you're actually not in the moment, and two, when you're not with that group of people that you do that with. Because all it takes is one or two people like, yo, let's just go, man. Fucking, we ain't doing nothing Friday anyway. We'll eat, we'll hang out at your crib because we're doing it anyway. We'll eat, take a little nap, and we'll just go. And you end up having a great freaking time. Even if you only spend $100 between the 3 or 4 of you. You had a great just going out and just being amongst the people.
Yeah. People watching is the best part of Black Friday shopping for me.
Oh, it's in the past. Funny.
I don't go out on Black Friday. I don't give a shit. I will not do it. I fuck it. I don't care. Black Friday can suck a dick. A giant one. I don't give a shit. I'm not going for fucking ratings or anything anymore. I don't give a shit about the number. I said that. We talked about that. I don't care who's listening. And it's not about being flagrant or being like, oh, I'm going to curse up a storm now. Like, no, I'll still be clean for the most part, but
not me. Yeah. That's how it first started. Right there.
I'm not pulling back anymore. I will pull back on that one. I know. Not gonna do it. That one was just more for me. And I was like, nah, that's just a headache, and I don't want it. So, but yeah, no, I'm done. I'm done with Black Friday. I'm done with this bullshit.
All right, my question to you though, really quick, Mick, though, is like, if your sons were really serious, Dad, we want the Black Friday experience. They're about let's say your youngest. I'm not gonna say their names on here. I don't know if you did or not, but your youngest. Let's say he's a teenager, like about 15 years old. So, Dad, I want the Black Friday experience at least once. Can we go? Can you bring us?
No.
Oh shit. Would you let me bring them then? If I was down there,
Black Friday experience, am I going to teach them consumerism?
Well, listen,
all right. Let's freeze our ass off and get shit we don't need with money we don't have.
It's about the moment, Mick. It's about the moment.
The moments are, I'll go make hot chocolate and sit on Friday and watch fucking cartoons with my kids, and that's the moment. We'll read books together. Wow.
That's another moment.
I like that. Yeah,
I'll take those moments over waiting to look at a TV that I know is like third hand made and sold for dirt cheap because it's got like literally radioactive parts in the back of it. Good luck with your cancer.
Listen, Nick, everything gives you cancer now.
Everything gives you cancer. That's why I'm reading more. I hope the books give me cancer. Cancer of knowledge. I'll take it. I'll take that.
Knowledge.
No.
That would be.
On a brighter note, what's your favorite dish for Thanksgiving that you're excited for?
Oh, it's all mundane and disgusting and gross. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not down. Black Friday just sucks, and I'm going to make wonderful memories the other way. In fact, I was enjoying those memories in my head until you pointed at me and said, "What do I want to eat?"
Yeah.
We don't do traditional Thanksgiving. We have some turkey, stuff like that. So we're going to make some really one of those really big sandwiches with the good meat and stuff. And
hell yeah,
we'll have those because it's only going to be the three of us for the holiday.
Okay, I got you. My big thing is canned cranberry sauce. It's got to be canned.
I love cranberry sauce. Ocean Spray can of it. Oh my god!
I'll just eat a can for myself every Thanksgiving.
Yo, as a matter of fact, I'm gonna tell you two things that are on every single time I have like a plate of food, not the desserts. It's that cranberry sauce and candied yams are on every single plate. Cannot help it. Those are my two favorite things. Damn it. And I'll say dressing is a close second. Dressing / stuffing is like a close third with those. But those two, 1 and 2, they have to be there. They have to freaking be there. I won't even count. I won't listen. I'd be upset. Like, I when I was talking about it on the phone earlier, I was like, "So did you get cranberry sauce?" She's like, "Yes, I got cranberry sauce." Like, why do you need more? I was like, "No, I'm just making sure, just making sure."
Just have your can to go.
Oh yeah, those are my two.
Another thing about Black Friday. Just keep circling that. See, my wife has to work, right?
Oh.
So like she's working tomorrow and she's working. So like, and we were supposed to. I think Tommy was supposed to be here this year, or he wound up going to his dad's. I forgot how it turned out. But so like, there's really nothing we can do. So like, we're just gonna kind of like chill in, and like I think I'm gonna do a live Thursday night. Which by the way, I am doing a live Thursday. I think we're gonna start around 9 or 10 and just like kind of go, and it's for the lonely, whoever's just chilling and doesn't have anywhere to be and maybe a little lonely. You can watch, talk along with me, hang out. Sturdy may join in. He said,
"Yeah, hop in for
I think we're gonna broadcast to the PMP."
There you go.
PMP stuff, but
we're not going to see. The funny thing is that was only in the PMP group chat. Now it's everywhere, so nobody even knows the concept.
It's your car's extended warranty. I hope this takes off amongst just circles surrounding around you, Sir Sturdy. And you just have like pockets of podcasters come on or whatever and just be like, "Hey, how you doing? Are you broadcasting on PMP?"
See, but there's gonna be certain podcasters that aren't gonna be allowed to make that joke, and then we'll see that.
All right, fine.
Smile.
You took the wind out of my sails.
Well, they have to be in the loop.
That's fair.
Other than that,
speaking of loops, Radar here. What's up, Radar? No, he's not a loop, but like looping back around. When I was younger, I would never understood people losing their mind over linen sales. As an adult who recently realized a lot of towels, I get this, need replacement, how much even a cheap one is. I get it. And he also says, what's up, Radar? Thanks.
How's it going, Radar?
How many towels do you use, Radar? Use like one every.
I think you're just using that as like a general statement, but towels is like one of those boring ass things you buy last. Like, oh shit, this towel has like 97 holes in it. I gotta get a new one.
And it's expensive as hell every time.
I just shake. I get out the shower. That's all I do. And then I get the loopies, and then I'm like grinding against the carpet and shit to dry off. Yeah, 100%.
That would be so weird. Like, yo, listen, when Paul takes a shower, you guys are probably gonna want to go outside or leave. Like, why? He dries off really weird.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
If you don't have carpet flooring, it fucking sucks. Then I just get like fucking.
All right, you're not allowed to come visit anymore.
No. I just won't shower while I'm there. It's fine.
What? Oh my god!
Studio to dry off. That's all. Roll around in there.
Oh, Paul dries off like a dog. Confirmed. Fair. Paul is a puppy. The puppy.
I love this zoomies, man. I just running back.
I just thought of that movie Good Boy. The guy dressed up with the dog, and it's just such a weird, crazy fucking movie. I still stand by that. That movie blew me away. That's how crazy it was. And it's a foreign film, so that should be right up your alley, dude. After Black and White is over, because aren't you going back? Or no, you're doing beach horror in December.
No, I pushed beach horror to the side because I had to pay respects to Tony Todd. So Tony Todd is December now.
Smart man.
Heck yeah.
Good I had to.
I love that. All right, man. Dude, there's gonna be a lot of good stuff showing up then. So make sure you're there for that. So guys, I got an idea.
Uh-oh. Who do I get a box? Oh.
You get a what?
Who do I get a box?
A box of what?
Box.
Like fight box.
No, you don't have to box anybody, I promise. Okay. No, I had a weird idea for this week's top 5. Mm-hmm. And I guess I should explain it this way. It's almost like animal attacks in movies, but where the character end up dead. It's our top 5 of those. So And the reason I have to explain it that way is because I couldn't figure out how to Google the goddamn thing. I kept typing in like animals murder human characters in movies, and then like it popped up like animal cruelty in movies, and I'm like, that's not what I want. And then it's like, I'm like, because like God, that's all I need, right? Like ASPCA like, monitoring me. Although it was Department of Homeland Security lady like shot her dog, so I'm good. But listen, whatever, it is what it is. But so as we go through it, I could not figure out how to Google it, so I had to just like do animal attack scenes in movies, and then like pick the ones where they die, and that was not an easy one. I actually went through memory for most of these,
Nice.
and it's gonna be a problem. So
it's awesome. I used Twilight for mine, so I did hybrids because werewolves kill people.
Of course you did. Of course
I
did.
Of
course.
Hell yeah.
Of course you did. Of course you went with. No, I'm just kidding. So it says deaths by animals movies, but like that's basically what it is.
By animals.
Hopefully people understand what the hell I'm talking about. So let's start with our number 5, and we're going to start with our special guest, Sir Sturdy. What's your number 5 on your list?
Zombievers.
Okay. Any particular one or just in general?
I'll say in general, but I do have a particular one where this chick is like turning into a beaver. She busts into the bathroom and she just eats this dude's junk. It was so damn funny.
What could a woodchuck chuck?
Jesus.
So that's a good pick, man. Paul, what's your number 5, man?
I went with birds. The birds.
Birds. Any particular?
Yeah. Probably just like the first actual death where they find the woman like dead.
All right, cool. I dig it. And my number 5 is, of course, the T-Rex and Gennaro on the toilet from Jurassic Park when he eats the dude. That's one of my absolute favorites, and that's number 5 on my list. Number 4. So Sturdy, what's your number 4, sir?
Before I say my number 4, can I just say I do have an honorable mention because I was very excited about this list. But my number 4 is Carousel. It's where the and it is an animal kind of, but it's a carousel unicorn thing.
Okay.
Having sex with this chick and then starts stomping her out and kills her in bed. I watched some weird shit, man. And I wasn't just going to go with the normal horror movies that everybody knows. I'm going to go down a different alley with this. Shout out to you, Trevor. I did this for you.
Damn, that was a good one. I'll accept it. I'll accept animal figures. I went a little deeper than that, you son of a bitch. You're thinking outside the box. I like that. I always like that. He made his own parameters, and I dig it. Paul never does. Paul just is like, I like boobies.
Turtles. Yeah.
Turtle boobies.
Boobies is hard not to like. You love them.
Not one boob, but two boobs.
The boobies we're talking about are the ones that are on that female turtle that showed up in the weird like Ninja Turtle 90s.
Oh, okay. He's by himself. I'll let him enjoy it. No shaming, though. I won't kink shame at all.
That's good. Because there's no shame in my kink. I swear to God.
Nope.
What's your number 4, sir?
My number 4 is Deep Blue Sea. It's Samuel L. Jackson, specifically when he gets bit by that fucking shark.
That's a good one. That's a good one. That's a good one. All right, my number 4 is the chimp in Nope. Just like tearing house on that whole set. Just murdering people left and right. I thought that was a really thrilling scene. So I dug it. So what's your number 3, Sir Sturdy?
Boar. Again, you could use damn near any scene, but there's one scene. I was just looking at the kill counts. I had to scroll through quick. And there's one scene where the boar's there's like everybody standing around talking, or they start screaming. There's one dude standing by himself talking and walking. This boar just takes him out of nowhere and carries him off. I was just like, oh.
Was that the Bill Moseley scene?
I think so.
Oh, dude.
If it wasn't the Bill Moseley scene, it was definitely around that scene. I remember seeing his face around that scene.
Yeah. So Bill Moseley was in the movie, and he's going to be at Carolina Fear Fest next year. So make sure you get tickets.
Woo-hoo!
On sale now. All right. So excited. So what's your number 3, Paul?
I went with Water for Elephants. I went when the elephant kills that dickhead ringmaster at the very end of the movie.
Nice.
It was about that long.
I didn't see that.
And it's like a personal touch, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just takes that spike and just yeet right over his head.
I love it. That's a good pick. Good pick. Outside the box. I like that. All right. So my number 3 is the same as Paul's number 4, the shark eating Samuel Jackson Deep Blue Sea. That's a great thrilling scene. I love it. And I do love a good shark death. So that's my number 3. No, what's your number 2, sir?
See, and that's my honorable mention. My number 2 is Cocaine Bear, the ambulance scene. That was just
fuck yes.
Such a good scene.
Hilarious.
I love that scene. Paul, what's yours?
Mine is the bathroom scene from Jurassic Park because I fucking love that scene so much.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, because that'd be a real fear of mine. Because as someone with IBS and lactose intolerant, I'm fucked. So
I'm with you right there.
Immediately, I'd be that dude.
God, what do you do?
Slasher. Wait, where's Aaron?
Oh, I know how you get out of that though. You don't go to Dinosaur fucking Island. Idiot.
That's true.
Oh,
I would totally go though if that was the thing. Like if you were like, Paul, there's a natural dinosaur, I'm going. Like it doesn't even matter that Jurassic Park the movies exist. Like I'm still fucking.
I can't do it. I cannot
see a dinosaur.
I'd probably end up there because the wife wants to go or something.
No.
Paul got cheap tickets.
Fuck yeah.
He got a Groupon for 6 people.
Yeah.
It's a couples retreat, so you have to go.
And it's still the 1993 cheap that they used.
Yep.
Yes.
So you'd have to go, Mick. You'd have to go.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I love that. I would have to. I don't know, man. No, that's some weird, crazy stuff.
We've seen the movie, so we know how to survive.
I would know. Why would you go at all? Think about it. One storm knocked down their entire system.
But Mick, you got to think about it like this. They learned from that movie too, and let's just say it's 2025. They learned from the movie. They learned from the mistakes. Mm-hmm. They have a bunch of generators backing it up.
Yeah,
they're making a new one in world that is canonical, and so we've learned nothing. We've learned nothing in over almost 30 years. Over 30
and on top of that, all you do, they doesn't have to be T-Rex and all that shit. It could just be dinosaurs that eat plants, little ones at that. We still want to go see them. Boom. Learned a lot.
Wants to see little dinosaurs that eat plants. You can't pick and choose.
You can if you make them.
Oh my god, it's so weird that we're gonna have a woolly mammoth by the time it's 2030.
Hell yeah!
Boom, that's where it starts. Think how many people want to woolly mammoth. And then guess what? Then Paul's gonna ride the woolly mammoth, and then guess what? He's gonna start taking things over. Yep.
Yes.
Call him Hannibal.
I'll be like Attila the Hun, but the Honduran version.
It'll be like,
Hannibal was the one with the elephants.
Whatever. I'm gonna be the Honduran hyena. All hail. I'm gonna have to make a cool symbol.
Oh my god! All right, so my number 2 is Quint and the shark from Jaws. It's one of my favorite scenes. I love that death. It's even Puppet and the shark not working. It's still look cool. Oh, what's your number 1? My number 1 might. Anyway, go ahead, Sir Sturdy. I'm just leaving.
My number 1. Now this is just for like across the board. Thanksgiving. There's so many in there.
There's a lot of them in there.
I fucking love where your mind's at.
So many in there.
So like my number 1 too.
That's your number 1?
It's my favorite horror comedy, as you guys know. It's my favorite Thanksgiving movie. It's all about togetherness and beautifulness. And part 1 and part 3 open up with some titties. The first scene. You can't get better than that.
It's true. I remember. I hate those movies, and I'm so mad you're not doing them.
Like I said,
I'm like, you should have stuck to tradition.
I'm moving it over to TikTok, and I'm switching this week up now, you know?
Yeah, I love it. Yeah, I don't blame it. Oh, shit, the sexiest 04 British guy. What's up? I fucking love that. I love when sexy people, and especially British people, stop by. It gives a class. We need more of that right now. We need a whole lot of that. So, welcome to the show. Like, follow, and subscribe. Anyway, what's your number 1, Paul?
It's from Poultrygeist, and I'm just gonna go with any of the chicken deaths. Come on, man. Or when the egg's in his stomach and he's like, "Oh my god, my ass," and then it just comes out of him. Fuck yeah, man.
Can I tell you what bothered me about that movie? And the only reason I don't like that movie is because of all the damn singing. You take that out, and it's awesome. Mm-hmm. That bothered me. I watched it one time and couldn't do it again because of the singing. Everything else I was fine with. All the ridiculous stuff that happened in it, perfect.
Well, you're weird. You hate musicals.
I do.
Except the sound of music, which I don't. I don't understand.
Childhood.
It's like you. It's It's like you don't know me at all, man.
And, yeah, I accept that one, but then I also like the one with Hugh Jackman. So
Yeah, The Greatest Showman. That's what I'm talking about.
There you go, The Greatest Showman.
Oh, and it's much. Yeah, I like Michelle Yeoh. I didn't think like we're gonna get into Wicked next week, but like all I'm saying is Julie Andrews would have killed it in that role.
Oh my god. Yes.
Like it just felt like that was a role that really was fit for her, and I wish I had got her. But regardless, I didn't even give my number one yet. But to answer our friend over in Britain, we are talking about animals that killed like human characters in movies, like our top 5. I mean, if you like musicals, you like Les he would be Les miserable if he watched that. Because Sturdy hates them. But anyway, my number 1 is the bees killing Macaulay Culkin.
Jesus fucking Christ. You would, you piece of shit.
That's a good one, though. I mean, it's, yeah, it works.
I never said that was number 1 on my list every time. That was like, I thought about it and I was like, there's no way this is not going on. There's no way it's not number 1. I still think it's fucking hilarious to say to most people, especially like middle-aged white women, and just be like, if you walk into any grocery store at like 10 a.m. on a weekday and just go, where's glasses? You need some glasses. You're going to hear some crying.
You're not wrong. See, I
glass?
thought you were going to go with your boy Nicolas Cage from Wicker Man and say that the bees got the bees.
Nope. Even better.
You're not wrong.
I mean, they are pretty rad. They are pretty rad. Yeah. Every kill is rad. I steered away from Cocaine Bear because, and that was my parameter. That's why I didn't do Zombievers and things like that. I was like, they're meant to overtop it. Like, I want the ones that kind of stood out for me, that were like, all right, this is like, not that. I loved your, Poultrygeist. I didn't even think about that one. I fucking love that movie. And then
hang on.
What?
Hang on.
Uncle Lloyd, baby. I will always stay solid to Uncle Lloyd, man.
Oh my goodness.
Always. That man did so much for me in my career early on. I will always.
Yeah, that's fair.
Stay loyal to that.
They got the singing, and I can deal with it. But other than that,
fine. But I will always look, dude, you had great choices too. Like, don't get me wrong. It's not like I'm like your whole list.
No. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying
Macaulay Culkin, but whatever.
You already know what I'm defending. I'll defend to the death. Well, not to the death. I'm lying when I say that. But Thanksgiving.
No, I gotta go. I would go with Poultrygeist over Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving annoyed me.
That's good.
You need to watch Poultrygeist with us, Sturdy. That's what needs to happen, because I have a friend that like loses his absolute shit every time he watches it. We'll be watching it this Thanksgiving. We do that in the evening. We all get together and all 6 of us will watch that movie, and he laughs at every scene and farts every time he laughs.
Let's do a watch party for Thanksgiving and Thanksgiving, or Thanksgiving and Poultrygeist back to back.
I will bring him.
On Thanksgiving.
Or
I'll be live. I'll be live. So you guys do your thing.
We should pre-record that, Sturdy, because you don't want him farting in the mic the whole time.
Oh no, it wouldn't be a live thing. This would just be like a watch party, just to have some fun, shoot the shit.
Oh, then hell yeah,
do that day. But all right, so that's our lists. Thank you for watching that. Let's let's move on. We're gonna go back to this real quick because we're having a fun conversation there. All right, so Poultrygeist and what was yours again?
Thanksgiving.
Yeah, see, I even forget it because it sucks.
No, it was good. I like Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving's the worst. It really is. I don't know if an animal kills an animal counts in films, but if it does, it has to be one of the saddest for me. Anyway, that is a sad one. I'm
gonna tell you right now, I just cried to that about a month ago. So you're absolutely right.
Yeah, that's a heartbreaker.
You're absolutely right.
Oh, every time my son starts like getting really mouthy, I just put on the Lion King and I fast forward. I'm like, what? Aren't they so great together? Just a great father and son combo. Oh, well, I got to go to the bathroom real quick. I would never. That's so manipulative.
I like it. You're using movies to be manipulative. I approve of that, though.
I think that's okay. in some respects, in positive manners, yes. I think showing certain movies and certain elements and stuff to your kids to kind of like maybe not manipulate who they are, their personality, but manipulate like decisions like towards like drugs and alcohol and things like. I mean that's the type of like it's still manipulation in a way, but it's more informative.
The thing with that, though, what if you have one of those kids that are just like, oh my god, it looks so damn fun, you know? And I'm not
don't show them those,
but like, because I can see it now where you could show a movie like what was the movie
for a Dream?
Well, yeah, I was gonna say that movie right there would be perfect because it's showing the dark side of drugs, like the scary side of drugs, and for someone to still say, I still want to do it, it's just like, what the fuck? Like seriously, like what the? That's crazy.
Oh, like craziness, just pure craziness. And Paul's all in. Dude, you know what I want to do? If I had FU money, real quick, like I want to say thank you to God for giving me that FU money this year. Like really getting to be a billionaire before things go haywire. And not take my friends anywhere.
Damn.
Listen, the rock's burning, man. I just gotta let me go out on my own. No, I'm kidding. So okay, if I had FU money, I would do a weekly telecast with all of us. I would pay all of us to a weekly telecast of every episode of a script reading of every episode of Dawson's Creek.
Fuck yeah. Down. I'm doing Pacey. I call it. Fuck you, Sturdy.
Nope. Sturdy's Pacey.
No, I get Pacey. Fuck that.
Exactly.
No,
he doesn't get. All right, then you're Dawson.
Can I throw in a show too? Can I throw in a chick show?
Yeah.
One Tree Hill.
I'll do that too. No problem.
No problem. It's just so that's it. We just do it. Like, why not? Because I have FU money and that's all. I'm just gonna pay my friends. That's what I'm saying.
You know, it's not even funny if you had connections with the cast that did show. Like, I do not want them anywhere near this. No, this is about us, not them.
Oh my god.
Every single freaking episode.
That'd be fun. Now I want to watch Dawson's Creek. I know what I'm gonna watch tonight. Now you can start it from the beginning.
That'd be fun. You should.
That would be hilarious / fun to do down the road. Of course, not for a charity, but just for fun, like a random show series, just a random show, random episode. Like, yo, let's script read this episode of blah blah blah.
Well, that's just not announce it. Just start reading the script, and people are like, "Why are they talking to each other like this?"
Yeah, yes. See if people see. Oh, guess the script.
Oh, I like that one.
Love it.
That's easier for show. I mean, I feel like it would be easier for shows that's like a half hour to an hour long versus a movie.
Dude, I'll tell you what, we need to do. Mary and I had that idea with the Totally Tubular, like just randomly watch like 80s and 90s stuff, like TV shows, and like random episodes, talk about them, have people on, talk about the what we learned from the fucking. But it's just fucking life is busy. It's hard to do. But yeah, that would be a cool one. I like that. All right, let's get these. You're sticking around. I don't care. Stay there. I already made everything small. We're gonna start reviewing some movies. We talk some shit in between.
That's fine.
Gladiator, people. Talking about it. We're gonna spoil it. We're gonna spoil it for my man down here. Sir Sturdy. Only for him. If you're still watching or listening, thank you for you too. But we're going to get into this one. So this is the long awaited. Was this awaited? Was this called for? Like, I remember rumblings of it in like 2003 or 4 or whatever. It was like, yeah, they're going to bring him back to life. I was like, that would sully the first one. Because that first one is a goddamn masterpiece.
Yeah.
Hands down. And so when I heard they were making this and then I saw the trailer, I was like, all right. And Denzel's in it, and Denzel adds credence to everything, in my opinion. So I was excited. I was ready to go. And this tells the story of, okay, so just to kind of spoil it for you guys, Paul Mescal, whom I'm going to trash the character in this a bit, but I want you guys to know I think Paul Mescal is a good actor. And I think he did good in the role. I think he was directed poorly in this. I don't think this was him. I think this was the character that was put forth to him, and he did the best with what he got. Because I've seen him in other stuff, and he's a good actor. And I call that the Robert Pattinson rule. Like, you have to at least like Robert Pattinson's good now. People are like on his side now, but for a long time, you'd be like, no. He's really good in it. Like, don't talk about the Twilight. He's really good. Like, so like Paul Mescal, like, yeah, I like him, and I like to see where like his career is going and stuff. And I like what he put into this. It was just a really poorly done character with not a lot of depth. Like that Maximus, they built the lore of Maximus in front of our eyes, and it still sticks to this movie. It made you feel chills. You're just like, yeah, Maximus was the best. And it's just like, but what are you? You're just an angry dude. You're not a great general. You're not outsmarted. You're just an angry dude. And you're an angry, like, okay. All right. Before we get there. So anyway, just so you guys got to have the background of it, he plays the young boy, the queen's or whatever, the princess's, Connie Nielsen's character in the first one. Her son had gone to hiding after Commodus died. I don't know why. I don't know why he would, like, they wouldn't train him. All right, anyway, but whatever. They had to go into hiding or whatever. They kind of explain it. It's not like it's just half-assed in my opinion. And then he grows up in Numidia, I think it is, and he's married to this other woman. They're both warriors in this in Numidia, and they have to fight this battle against Rome that's coming. And here's where it gets, and so like he gets captured and ends up becoming a gladiator, and then like you find out he's this ruined it for me. And actually I'm really mad at Ridley Scott for this one. And I'm gonna ruin it for you guys because I hope I do, because this is the stupidest fucking part of the whole movie. Is they made that kid from the first one Maximus's son, saying that it happened years before he was married or whatever. And first of all, it doesn't work because his son was around the same age as that kid, roughly, maybe even a little bit. It just doesn't work. And regardless, the whole movie and the dedication he put into the revenge of that first one, you completely undid it by doing this. And it pisses me off because you could have literally left it as this guy saw Maximus as a kid and was inspired by him. And when he ran away, now that he's back and he's a gladiator too, he's calling upon Maximus and his mother knowing Maximus. You could have done a lot with this, and you had to do that stupid Hollywood bullshit connection of making him a fucking kid. This might go down in a point for me because I'm really mad about this. But regardless of all of that, before I've been talking and not letting Paul talk, and I want to get into that part. I will say Denzel was great. The fights were great. Very thrilling action. A lot of fun stuff. It's a really fun gladiator movie. It just sucks compared to the first one it's trying to get connected to. Paul, please proceed. I'm so sorry.
I absolutely agree. Yeah, compared to the first one, I mean, you set the caliber way too high. You know, they made that first one a fine wine. This one, you know, it's still beers. It's still going to get you there, but it's not Gladiator 1. I always thought that was the son after the first one. I'm not gonna lie, like with some of their dialogue, so like that wasn't a surprise for me. That didn't ruin it, but it did kind of ruin from the first story them admitting it, I guess, if you will. So I do understand that, but I always thought that just for how they interacted and were like, we used to be together. I was like, y'all just be fucking in Rome and shit all the time. Oh.
They never, but in the first one, they never alluded to it. The only reason he said, and they used it in the second one, Lucius is safe, is because that was a part of their whole conspiracy plan to take out, when it turns on him. And then he finally kills him, and he's like, Lucius is safe. Like, your biggest worry was your son, and he's safe now. So then, again, negating, once we get to this one, and they're showing you, we have to rush him off and put him into hiding. Why? His biggest threat is gone. And all the senators are on your side. They're not going to vie for power. Like, okay, I understand. Like, I don't know. It just seems stupid. It really did.
I wish they had just renamed, not done Gladiator 2. I wish they had just made it a Gladiator movie with a different title, because I think it would have done better for me personally. Because I couldn't help but compare it so much to the first one. I mean, Denzel was outstanding. Pedro was as good as he could be. You could tell he was, was held back by either the script or director or whatever was going on. But it wasn't his best performance I've seen. But the fights were real good. It was, the new elements of adding the water to the Coliseum to be seen on film was a lot of fun. I enjoyed that. But, I mean, overall, you already know my rating. It's kind of a run-of-the-mill. Like, you guys, if you want to stream this at home, I think that's fine. I don't think you need to see this in IMAX or in the theater. It was just kind of right down the middle for me.
Yeah, so 2.5. That's a solid rating. I gave it a 3. I did think it was pretty thrilling, and it was the fight scenes were really good, and I really enjoyed that fight scene between Denzel and whatever that was name, Lucius. I'm just calling him straight up Denzel and Paul Mescal at the end of it. Well done, and the story was pretty good. I actually did enjoy the complexities of the story of this.
Okay,
I just didn't like the tie-in to the first one the way they did it. I didn't think you needed it that much. I think that was really done just to kind of add a connection and keep the mom in play, whereas you could have just kept her in play anyway. It's her son. Like Jesus, it was so it kind of hit me on that. But was it Numericia or Numerica? I can't remember how they pronounce it, but it's the water battle in the thing, and they make it this thrilling thing with sharks and everything like that. And I'm just like, you jumped the shark here in an insane way. This is asinine how much you've jumped the shark here. First of all, in the old days, it was filled up with like 5 feet of water. They did it once, and like they did but it was like kind of like a boom, like that sort of thing, and then getting on each other's boat and killing each other. But like, and then after that, the Roman emperor was like, nah, not again, man. This is too much. Like 100,000 gallons of water in there or something. They looked like it was the sea. You're in Rome, dude. What are you talking about? Anyway, and the sharks just killed me. When the sharks showed up, I was just like, come on. I was like, that first movie with the tigers, and Tigress, who is an actual gladiator, and you're going to replace it with, something that happened once. And sharks? Come on, Ridley. Anyway, that pissed me off, and I loved it. All right, let's get to the next one. That was our review of this stupid movie. Lena, let's talk about the next one. It was Conclave, right? This, of course, follows the Conclave. When the Pope dies, the cardinals all get together, and they have to vote on the next Pope. And, they can go on for a small amount of time or a large amount of time. It depends on all the politicking going on in the room. This movie is sort of a thriller that follows the manager of the Conclave, played by Ralph Fiennes, who is trying to make sure everything is on the up and up and going well, while a lot of politics are happening in and out. And he's trying to make sure that he's vetting each of the political entities vying for the Pope role are up to the task, and it turns out in a pretty crazy way. This might be one of my favorite movies of the year. It's definitely going to be in the list for sure. I absolutely loved it. Ralph Fiennes was fantastic in this. John Lithgow. You're just tons of people. Stanley Tucci I didn't love in this, not compared to most stuff, but I thought he did a good job. But what did you think of this, man?
I really enjoyed it. It's been a while since I've been able to really dive deep into just a kind of a drama thriller movie. Just out of recent movies, can't think of the last one that caught my attention like this. And this one held my attention the whole movie. All the performances were amazing. You were waiting to see what so-and-so was going to say. The politics it was gritty. Like, you were in it. Like, I'm not Catholic, but I was totally in this shit. Like, oh fuck, like who's next? Like, this is a problem. This isn't a problem, Nope. I was involved. They did a good job setting the scene. I totally just kind of was engulfed in the movie. Like, I wasn't thinking of anything else. And I think this is absolutely one I'll rewatch once it's out on VOD. I'll need to probably get it for myself. So this will probably be a top 20 of the year for me as well.
Love it. Yeah, it definitely blew me away. Everything was good about it. Sorry, I think you like it. It's a cool little thriller. Almost like a political thriller.
Interesting.
And you can definitely would you ever want to be Pope, Sturdy?
No.
I kind of want to see what's in some of those little hidden areas and read some scripts I haven't been able to get a hold of. You know what I mean?
Be interesting.
Just
like it'd be interesting, but like that's not the limelight I'd want on me. It's just way too many eyes on me for good and bad that I just don't want. Too much attention.
Okay, wait a second. Let's back it up three paces before we give our rating. There's too much good and bad about you for the Catholic Church.
No.
There's a lot more bad for me.
No, that's not what I said. That's not what I said. I said there's too much good and bad with the attention I would receive.
No,
I wouldn't receive.
I don't think. Oh, you know what? He likes to. I don't know. He likes to watch Two Girls, One Cup a little too often. Oh, you know what? I'd vote you for fucking Pope.
I appreciate that.
Versus is in there.
Oh, versus the wild stuff that happened. Yeah, I'd get rid of all that. That stopped day one.
Go. We finally have a candidate for Pope who said it, and I love it.
Like all that weird wild. No, this is here for prayer. This is here to make people feel safe. This ain't here for that child shit. Go to prison or die. That's your options.
There you go. All right. So our ratings for this movie, it was a 4.5 5 for me, and a 3 for Paul. Oh my God! I want you a part of every single review now, regardless if you've seen it or not. In fact, I would prefer you not see it and then just you come up with some sort of opinion about it.
I wouldn't even be thinking about it. You asked me a question, I answered.
We're doing that for the next one for Red One. But anyway, that's our ratings. This is one of my favorites of the year. Go check it out if you're really into that sort of thriller that we're talking about. But yeah, all right. If you're watching this clip, go back listen to the whole podcast. Why not? Don't just do it. Just do it.
He's right.
like Shia LaBeouf. Just do it. Now we're talking about Red One. The Dwayne Johnson, Chris Evans, J.K. Simmons, and other people romp for Christmas. I'm so sorry, Paul, that giant emblem is next to you, but I have to keep up the spoiler warning. And next week I will have that fixed. I promise you'll be good. There won't be a giant circle next to your head.
You mean to tell me this movie had nothing to do with periods?
Wow. I love it. There it is.
That's what we needed. That's what we needed to spice
false advertising.
Reviews. We're just going to bring in Sir Sturdy.
You have in his beard and you have a white polar bear. Come on now.
Dude. Oh my God. That's like, so without too much information, there was a older male who I will not mention, but I always call them polar bear behind his back because they're big, white, and stupid.
Oh man,
love it.
And then I grew up to be one. So
polar bear,
Red One,
brown bear.
There you go, brown bear, grizzly bear, and
chocolate bear.
Chocolate.
Hell yeah, chocolate bear.
He's like, fuck your black bear. I'm going chocolate bear.
Mm-hmm.
Chocolate bear, aka sexual man chocolate. I like it.
Can I be gummy bear?
Sure, but you got certain duties you got to do as a gummy bear.
I don't know if you I don't know if that's like. Like, you know what? Your wife's come here, my little gummy bear. Like, wow.
Yes, Daddy.
Damn.
Hey, I put on every one of these videos that this is not made for kids. It's not my fault. Anyway, Red One tells the tale of Santa Claus, played by J.K. Simmons, and Dwayne Johnson's his bodyguard for some reason, even though he's jacked. Even though he's magical and jacked. Like, okay, whatever. And then, so Chris Evans plays a tracker who tracks down Santa Claus unknowingly and gives the information to a secret organization that kidnaps Santa for the nefarious purpose of the Christmas Queen wanting to entrap everyone on the naughty list forever. And Chris Evans plays that tracker who is on the naughty list, but then gets brought in to help find Santa and work with Dwayne Johnson. Fuck, I should have just said Central Intelligence with Santa Claus and a white guy. Like one of the Chris's. That's basically what this movie was. That's it with polar bears and shit. Like
from Popcorn and Pints to be one of those Chris's. He's white. He has a beard.
That's true. It could work. We can pull it off.
He's got red cheeks. Kind of jolly. I'm sorry if you're watching this. I didn't mean that in a bad way. But fuck you. No, I'm just kidding.
He won't take it bad way either. Probably smiling. Probably blushing.
Oh my God, that's amazing. So anyway, Red One. I didn't mind this movie. I liked it more than I thought I would. And I think it was Chris Evans who really brought that. And J.K. Simmons. The Rock is The Rock in this. He is. And that's fine. Because that's who he wants to be. It's just boring at this point. I'm hoping he does something different with that UFC fighter movie he's doing. But legit, he just does the same thing and everything. And that's what this is. There was a very cool, kind of heartwarming tale with Chris Evans' character who has a kid and he's kind of a deadbeat dad and they come together in the end, which was nice. Overall, I would add this to the list to watch on Christmas. But but it's not like a great movie.
Okay.
It's more just a fun movie. So I'm gonna give it a second watch for sure when it comes out, because I heard it bombed. Yeah, I heard it did terrible, and I don't want things to do terrible, but like when you hear it was inflated to like $300 million or some shit like that because of The Rock didn't show up or whatever, you're just like, come on, man. Like Paul's like, I got nothing to say about this movie.
No, I mean, I like this better than Wicked. I think it's a fucking Christmas movie, you guys. Like, it can only be so good. It's not The Night Before Christmas. It's not Home Alone. Right. Like,
not Christmas, Bloody Christmas. I get it.
Yeah. It's not Black Xmas, but I mean, for what it is, I enjoyed it.
What? The 2006 version?
Yeah, why not? Yeah. I mean, what?
The 2006 version was good. So was the original. The 2019 version was terrible.
Boom. Mic drop.
No,
you're about to lose your minds. But no, I did like this better than Wicked. I would suggest if you got kids, this is one you can sit through that you're not going to hate yourself for watching. You'll probably enjoy some parts as an adult, and the kids will definitely enjoy it. It had funny one-liners and the jokes, of course. But yeah, I thought it was good. I thought it should have done better than it did. Like I said, I stand by what I said. I know we'll talk about next week, but it was much fucking better than Wicked.
I don't agree with that statement, but
our holiday movies, like, do they just have to be
dumb?
I guess fun at best, so they don't have to be like really good to kind of stick around every. I mean, I love Home Alone. I think it's a pretty good movie, but I'm just saying, like, do they just have to be fun to stick to be like that? You know what I mean?
I think
feel like it does.
I'm only asking what you guys said about the red one, how it wasn't that great, but you would watch it again or kind of just watch it.
Well, if it's for a Christmas movie, like it was fun enough to watch as a Christmas movie. I'm just mean like as a movie though, I'm like, it just missed its mark with a few things. Like it a little too long, just a little, it just a few things here and there. Like I didn't hate it, but I was like, kind of over it.
No, but that's what I mean though. I mean, like with certain holiday movies, like certain Christmas movies, people just watch them just because they've been watching them since. Which I think it's a beautiful thing. Do not get me wrong. Don't take this the wrong way. I think tradition is beautiful for certain things, especially when it comes to movie watching. Because I love movies, and you're passing it down to your family and all that. But like for specific, Christmas movies, there's ones that are just watched all the time that a lot of them suck. A lot of them suck. But I mean, I understand a lot of people love them for whatever reason. They love them. Either they really enjoy the movie or they just love the feeling it gives them. But what I'm wondering is, like, with holiday movies, is that all they are? They just give you that fun feeling for the holidays, kind of like a holiday feeling, and then it's just like gone for the season. You know what I mean? Because there's a handful of Christmas movies I would watch besides the horror. I'm not even talking the horror ones. The horror ones I'd watch them all year round. But the non-horror ones, there's a handful I might watch outside of Christmas. Home Alone is definitely one of them.
Mm-hmm.
But then there's some it just feels right, like just Christmas. It's good, like just here.
For me, there's definitely for a long time it was open. Like I could watch Die Hard, Home Alone, all these movies all throughout the year. Not like every Christmas movie, like the really, really Christmassy movies.
Yeah,
focused on Christmas. Like I couldn't watch Elf all year round. It just felt like a little much. But I could watch some. Now I've relegated to Christmas time.
Okay.
Because like a lot of stuff I've retired over years and stuff, like I don't watch as much if it's on TV or whatnot. But if I'm gonna rewatch stuff, like I just keep it around Christmas time because it has that good feeling and that good cheery vibe to it.
That's fair.
So I think that's a good ad for me.
Which honestly, I feel the same way about a lot of Halloween themed movies and even Halloween in general. Like if I'm gonna watch, don't get me wrong, I can watch Halloween any time of year. Same thing with Friday the 13th. It just feels better on those specific dates or months. For Halloween, the month of October, it feels great to watch Halloween during the month of October. Friday the 13th, for whatever reason, feels great just to watch it then. Even though again, I can watch those anytime. So I guess, but Christmas is different.
It is. I think most people will watch Christmas movies throughout the year if they need that cheer.
Okay.
Sometimes I think it holds on to a mental health thing. Paul hates Christmas shit.
Except Muppet Christmas Carol and Krampus. We'll keep those two. They're fine.
Dude, can I just say,
I enjoy a Christmas Carol. I enjoyed like so many variations of A Christmas Carol. It's crazy. I could just sit there and watch them.
Bad Santa? Fuck yes. About to be watching that this weekend.
That is a fun one. That is a really fun one. That's a good one. But let's give our ratings for Red One. I gave it a 3. You gave it a 3. 3 out of 5 for us. And that is all she wrote on that. But a mixed movie pick for the week, just so you guys know, from 1947. And this is going to be a classic film review this week. And it is Miracle on 34th Street.
Heck yeah.
I have to watch this every year on Thanksgiving. This is a tradition that goes back to me and my grandmother. She loved this movie because it reminded her childhood when she would go and watch from her aunt who had an apartment, high up apartment enough to watch the Thanksgiving Day parade when it passed by that street. And so that she always just remembered it. And like, that was like a fond memory for her. So like I shared in that, and that was always a fond memory for me as well. So we're going to watch that this weekend. We're going to also watch Wizard of Oz, but like Miracle on 34th Street holds a very special place in my heart. And like I said, go check out the Classic Film Review where I get a little more in depth from behind the scenes and stuff like that. And you can check that out and give it a like, give it a subscribe, and go check us out. I want to say thank you to you guys for being here tonight. Those of you who are here with me, of course, producer Paul and Sir Sturdy. Make sure you go check out Horror Sir Sturdy and Popcorn and Pints every week. You got to check it out. They're amazing over there. I love Horror Sir Sturdy. I'm a fan, and I'm on Popcorn and Pints, so I can't gloat that much. All I can say is come watch it. It's a lot of fun. You
can gloat.
No, my PR guy is you, because you're the best gloater.
I'm gonna tell you guys right now, there's some talented sons of bitches over there on Popcorn and Pints. You got the crazy bastard James. You never know what he's gonna say. He can start off so wholesome and end off. I'm not gonna say what he said. All I'm gonna say is end off with 3 horns and blood on it. Don't know how he got there,
but he said something in our group chat today that wasn't offensive to life. Like, it wasn't offensive. Like, nobody who would read this and be like, he's the most offensive. But it was something that was just kind of like, I need to leave this conversation for a while.
I'm out.
I can't interact with you for a while. In my head, I'm like, for my mental health, I can't interact with you for a while. So that's saying something.
That group chat is so random because there'll be days where it'll be quiet as hell till like noon. Then there'll be days you'll wake up at like 5 o'clock in the morning to some wild ass conversation. Like, what the hell? Who started this? Like, you just woke up and this is the first thing you thought of.
Dude, what pisses me off again about James in the conversation is I will throw out, like, I test things like with certain jokes and stuff on the group chat. And like, I'll throw out what I think is like comedy gold and I won't get a reaction. And then James will just like put a lampshade on his head and it will be fucking riotous laughter and conversation for like 3 days straight. And I'm like, and now I am jealous, and I am saying that with a jealous face, but not jealous of James and who he is, because I'm glad he's doing that. I'm just saying, you fuckers need to react to my well-crafted jokes.
You know what it is, Mick? You got to make them dirtier. You got to just start out wild and nasty like James does.
I joke with class, sir.
That seems to get our attention. That seems to get us all going, and we're talking about it for a week. Like, what the fuck? Why?
Oh god! And that's funny. Like the thing I've commented about like this with like to my wife and stuff. I was like, the one refreshing thing about our group chat is it's not vile.
No.
Like, we don't talk about women. We're not doing like it really is like just someone. It's like a bunch of 12-year-old boys just got together. It's like good boys. That's what it is. And it's like we're not talking about like, and we're
it's just nonsense. And it's like the way that we'll talk about sexual things and all. It's like the first time we've ever discussed this or seen it because it just gets weird and wild every time.
Every single time.
Why? I don't know. There's even times we'll have serious conversations. It'll be like 6 paragraphs and someone just has penis, and then that just changes the whole turn. Somebody can be like pouring their heart out, and then boom, and there we go.
Guys, it's been a really hard time for me. I'm glad you've been there. Oh fuck! I wish I knew that. I would have just not been there.
or when you're like, I'm thank you for being there. It was a really hard time. So I could show you a hard time. Like, what the fuck, man?
Yeah. I can see Sturdy just muting the conversation.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie. There's times I do because, and it's I don't even care about the conversation. Just because sometimes I'm chilling and I'm just like, I'm like, oh my god, these guys won't shut up. And then my other group chat, like it'll be that, and then if my other group chat gets going too with the crazies, I'm like, oh fuck.
Oh my god, dude.
And it's never when you're like just chilling bored. It's always when you're doing something or like locked into something. The group chat goes crazy. When you're just chilling bored, everybody seems to be busy. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I know. It's like, anybody in the lab? No, we're doing this. And then it's like,
yo, wife's gone for the weekend. I'm done with all my shows. There's no overtime this weekend. What's everybody doing? Oh, busy.
We got to coordinate better.
We do. We do. We're working on that.
We are coordinating. We do coordinate really well on our shows. And tomorrow night we have Harvester 30 is going to be up, and we're going to be checking out. Are we watching anything, or are we just hanging out?
Just chilling, shooting the shit. Watch some horror movies, and whatever you watch, we'll discuss. We'll talk about, and maybe see if we can get the other guys to watch them. I am going to be watching Thanksgiving and whatever else I do watch tomorrow. But
I'll be
bring some food, bring some snacks. It doesn't have to be Thanksgiving type of food because I know you're going to be having it the next day. If you want to, that's up to you though. And we're gonna have a good time starting at 8:00 tomorrow. So hope to see you all there.
I love it. And Paul, you got anything for us, my friend?
Hey, keep watching. Keep listening, keep loving the magic of movies. You guys be safe if you're traveling for Thanksgiving, and if you're brave enough and dumb enough to go Black Friday shopping, have fun doing that. If you're people watching, absolutely enjoy yourself. Make sure to lock your vehicles when you're not in them, because that is a real thing. Just saying. Not because of me, but just saying.
It's that time of year. All right.
And look both ways when you cross the street in the parking lot. Don't just be jumping out there. You're adults. You should know better. I'm tired of it.
That's have your kids. Wrangle your kids. Oh, yeah. I see far too many kids running around in those things. It's ridiculous. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching the Scene Snobs podcast. Here on the Scene Snobs channel. Remember to like, subscribe, comment, the whole 9 yards. Be a part of it. Join up over on our Patreon. That's where the real fun's at. You get your newsletter. You can follow for free, or you can support the channel with one of our paid tiers. We appreciate you. But just come be there. If you sign up before Thanksgiving, I'll be rolling the dice and your name will be added. We'll be spinning the wheel, I should say. And one of our lucky patrons will win the Terrifier cups from Fright Rags. So go check that out. We're going to have a fun time with that, and then just kind of be there for the rest of it. Thank you guys so much for being here, being a part of it. We had a good time coming back live and just kind of shooting shit and having a good time. Thank you to our guest, Sir Sturdy. Thank you to producer Paul for being here, and thank you to all of you for watching. Remember to be kind, stay classy, and take care of yourselves, because that's important. And until next time, I will talk to you.
Can I plug one more thing?
Well, I was going to say happy Thanksgiving just to end it, but yes, please go ahead.
Listen. Come check me out. Video Store Clerks tonight at 10 o'clock. They're our guys. They're awesome. Be over there at 10 o'clock talking to Adam's Family 1 and Adam's Family Values 91, 93. So check us out. Video Store Clerks over on YouTube. Thanks.
Love it. Yes, go check them out. They're awesome guys over there. Go follow them and check out the show. And again, happy Thanksgiving to you. All of you and your families, please travel safe, be safe, and enjoy it. And we will talk to you next time.
Gobble, gobble.
I don't think it ended.